Hey guys, it's Dom. Welcome to another Eldritch Moon draft. Hopefully. There we go. We've opened a murder. Means that's probably what we're going to take because our rare is not very good. Murder is the best non-rare. Can look at what else we have in this pack. We've got a couple good green cards. Foul Emissary, very good in an emerge deck. And Shrill Howler, I think, is quite strong. It's hard to block, and then transformed into something that's still hard to block and makes creatures when it hits them. Vexing Scuttler is a decent emerge card, not the best one. Yeah, not too much else. It's definitely like Murder, Shrill Howler, Vexing Scuttler, but I'm going to take Murder and be happy about it. Best removal spell, probably. Well, this is an interesting. So, I have an Abundant Maw, which is a black emerge card, which is fine, but we've got three very good commons. So we have Boon of Emrakul, which is good. I think Boon of Emrakul is a little bit worse than Sigardian Priest and a bit more worse than Clear Shot. So Clear Shot, I think, is the best card. The question is it worth taking the Clear Shot, or do we just take this Boon of Emrakul and just stay on color? And like I said, I think it's close. I think it's close enough that I'm going to stay on color. Passing some good green. And something to be aware of. But yeah, a lot of strong commons and uncommons in that pack. I've also found it's just hard to get removal spells. Boon of Emrakul also good because it's an enchantment removal spell, so it helps you get some delirium action. Clear Shot is fantastic, though. I would not fault somebody for taking it there. Alright, so what do we got here? We're probably not taking black card this time. So Whispers of Emrakul is pretty weak, and then Abar Malevolence isn't the worst. The rest of this pack is pretty bad. Fury Blade Vampire. If you watch the last draft, we did some work with that card, which is fine. I think it picks Wretched Griff, though. This is a pretty solid creature. 3/4 flyer, draws you a card. Usually it costs 3 or 4 mana. There's lots of good things in blue to sacrifice to it. And we haven't really passed any great blue cards. I said this in the last video. Unsubstantiated is Disperse with minor upside, not a card you're going to take early. So I'm going to take the Wretched Griff. Also not drafted much blue yet. Mournwillow would have been good if we were in black-green. I think I like Tattered Haunter here. So we might be making some kind of blue deck with like blue flyers and black removal, basically. Maybe a couple emerge creatures. So Spontaneous Mutation is fine. It's better if you're milling yourself. It's not premium removal. This isn't premium creature, but 2-drops are good. You want to get moving on the board. So it's only between these two. This would be interesting, like, had we taken the Clear Shot, like, I don't know what we would have taken last pick, but then you get the Mournwillow. I'll have to go back and watch later. There's a Hamlet Captain, that's pretty interesting. I think I'm going to go in on this. Oh, actually, I'm probably going to take the Markov Crusader. This card's good. Enlightened Maniac is very good with the Wretched Griff. It's also common. This card's fine on its own, like just as a 5-mana 4/3 with lifelink, but when you give it haste, it's pretty strong. Do have no other vampires right now, but we can draft with the knowledge that there's more coming. Var Malevolence is just okay. It's a card. You can play it. It's filler. Not much gas here. This is a really late Galvanic Bombardment. I'm tempted to take the Bombardment and just see. I don't know if this is a mistake. If there's just a ton of red cards in this pack or something. We haven't seen really any good red until now. Definitely not playing this. Convolute is very medium. So we're not really giving up much. I'm going to take this and probably end up just not playing with it, but you never know. Alright, so not much here either. There's a Thermo Alchemist. Wolfkin Bond. Skursdag Supplicant's pretty medium. We get some madness. I think Thermo Alchemist is a little better. I'm just not sure where we're going with our colors. I think I'm going to take this, and our strongest cards are black. Nope, nothing. So we've got Unsubstantiate, Thermo Alchemist. Only got 2 blue cards. Unsubstantiate's good enough that I'm going to take it here. There's not much going on. Take inventory, pretty bad. This is our original pack, isn't it? I'm going to take the displace and hope I don't play it. So we're a little unsure where we're going here. It's like our colors aren't super open. I guess it's a foil. Well, Midnight Scavenger's wheeled. So I wonder if they're just like weren't good black cards. Because this pack, we took the Boon of Emrakul from this pack. No, I don't think there was another good black card. I only have 1 target for this right now, but we could also find the... Oh no, this hit doesn't... It's not black creatures. Alright, sure. I'll take Whispers of Emrakul just to not pass black cards. Cards are all pretty bad. I'm going to take Foil Island. I'm going to send a message. Alright, that's a late Bard Malevolence. This isn't the worst. Again, this card's okay. We're not doing too great at the moment. We started really strong. The first like 4 picks were really good, and then hasn't gone anywhere since then. Dark Salvation. Oh wow, Docent of Perfection, even better. This card is awesome. A 5/4 flyer for 5 is a fantastic rate, and then making wizards, instant sorceries. Giant Behemoth's good too. So is Archive Crusader. We're probably not going to will any of these cards because they're all very good. But we'll see. Could get lucky. This is clearly the pick. This has got to be one of the top like 5 rares in the set. So that's cool. I'm not super high on Dusk Feaster. This is possibly the kind of deck for it, though. So you got this enchantment. We've got a few creatures. We got 3 instants right now. If we can get like a couple of sorceries, it shouldn't be too hard to get to Delirium. There's nothing else for us here. So, and the rare was taken, so there's not much signaling. All right, we're pretty good on the high end at the moment. Probably take a Spontaneous Mutation, another enchantment, though it's hard to get this one in the graveyard. Conduit of Storms, Sommerwald Stag. Good cards in other colors. I don't like Succumb to Temptation. I think this is a you need to be impacting the board kind of format for the most part. Not a huge fan of Chilling Grasp either. I guess the Madness. It's nice if you have the Madness, but this probably isn't worth a card unless you're pretty aggressive, and clearly we're not. Another Midnight Scavengers. Gavany Unhallowed. We're not going to have a lot of our creatures that die, though. Yeah, sure. We're way up to, like, all the high drops we need, though, at this point, which is not a great place to be. We're really looking for, like, Exultant Cultist or the Laboratory Brute. I almost said Maniac. That's definitely not it. Like, things we can use in the Emerge. It's like need some creatures to get to. Our late game's good, so we need ways to survive till we get there. By the way, Tattered Haunter not good in this deck. We want to block. It's not letting us do that. So I'm not thrilled to play this or this. So yeah, we're not doing great. We're waiting on a pack here. All right. All right. So Laboratory Brood's not what I meant. Although it does fuel Delirium, I guess. I'm happy to take Ingenious Scob here, though. Prowess is going to be good in our deck. We have a lot of non-creature spells, and this is basically Water Courser with upside, if anyone remembers Water Courser, and that card was definitely fine. I think this card's overrated, just like gain a few life, I guess, but it doesn't do that much. So, second Boon of Emrakul is definitely better than second Tattered Haunter. That removal, again, fueling Delirium is nice. Yeah, it's good. We definitely need some 2-drops, though. Yeah. The problem is, like, there's just not a lot of 2-drops in these colors. Like, Olivia's Dragoon is, like, the only one other than this one that's, like, reasonably good and can block. Handwear Battlements. Where was this in the last draft? I think I'm taking a Field Creeper, which I'm not excited about, but sometimes you just got to play a creature. We could take Lashweed Lurker and try to splash it, but I don't feel that ambitious at the moment. I feel like we can't really afford to do that. Like, we just don't have tons of playables. There is, like, there's a black-green and a blue-green dual land in the next pack, but I'm just going to take the Field Creeper. Convolute and Wailing Ghoul. Wailing Ghoul actually is probably better in this deck than most others that I've seen. It's certainly not great. Oh, well, that's pleasant. The Eldrazi Crab action here. Well, this card's pretty solid. You get to emerge it at instant speed, and since it's hexproof that turn, you almost certainly get to eat a creature. So, not passing that. I'm going to take Convolute for the board. That's a lot of red cards. Maybe I missed a signal somewhere. I'll take somebody's Brazen Wolves. Another Convolute. Supplicant. Not a great card in this deck, but it blocks. Yeah, this is an interesting deck. Let's just go with that. It's going to need some help in pack 3. We have a very strong endgame. We're basically just looking for removal and early game spells. Waiting to get past basic land here. Swamp. Well, we do have the right lands so far. All right, let's see what we got. Pack 3. Drogskull Cavalry again. Just open these things all over the place. I think I'm going to take an Erdwall Illuminator. Farbog Revenant's not bad in this deck either, actually. Skulk Lifelink, but this is a good 2-drop. Like 0-1-3 is a good creature for this deck. And then if we can hit a couple of things that investigate. I don't hate Stormrider Spirit, but we like already have a ton of 5+ drops here, so there's no need to take that. So yeah, I'm just going to take this Illuminator and be okay with that. Okay, so we're going to look for Jace's Scrutiny, things that investigate. Aberrant Researcher, huh? How many instants or sorceries do we have? Sort by card type is not an option. Okay. Well. Clicked the wrong button, but thankfully I had this reserved, so. This card's still, I don't know, Snapping Drake with upside is fine. It also mills us to fuel the Dusk Feaster. Isn't too bad. Anguished Unmaking. Card's fine. I think I'm just going to go with Gisa's Bidding. This is a good card to discard to the Supplicant. It's a sorcery to flip the Researcher. It makes 2 guys. All these things are good. Silent Observer is not terrible in this sort of deck. Also, Duskwatch Recruiter is the nuts, and I wish I was playing green. But too late for that. Seasons Past. I think, well, let's see. So, Ghoulcaller's Accomplice seems pretty good in a long game sort of deck. You get a 2-2, and then you later get another 2-2. Press for Answers is fine as well. It investigates. It'll help us live. I probably like it more than the Erdwall thing, but I think I'm just going to take the 2-drop. Not a whole lot for us here. Fevered Visions. Enters the battlefield, discard a card. This does not seem to be what we're trying to do. Harvest Hand. It's the 2-2 that dies. Yeah, there's really not much here. I'm not sure like which card is the least bad. There's no way this is going to do anything. I think I'm going to take this, because if nothing else, this is a card I like least want my opponent to cast. So that's not a reason to take a card normally, but all right, press for answers now. We'll go ahead and take that. Get a way to investigate. I'd like to get one more way to investigate if we're lucky. This is pretty bad. There's nothing here really. Cryptolith, right? Card's good in standard, or it was. Shambleback. I guess that's not completely terrible. I don't want to play it though. Man, we're not really getting hooked up at all here in this pack. I'm going to take this and hope to not play it. And take someone's Geist Blast. Maybe I'll take their Clip Wings. Alms of the Vein also not very good. Yeah, wow, this pack just went nowhere here. Stromkirk Mentor. I really want to make someone discard a card. Well, we have enough playables, but I was really hoping to upgrade a few of these cards in this last pack, and these last several picks are just complete misses. The last like 6 packs, it was nothing for us. So that's unfortunate. There's a chance I should have moved into red. We definitely saw like some playable red cards. Yeah, this is the last like 8 or 9 picks were blanks. I thought we were doing okay prior to that. But we'll see. This deck looks very medium to me. I think it's going to be a 9 swamp, 8 island because we have more black cards. Yeah, I'll have to go watch again and see if I had moved into red there at the end of that first pack, if we would have gotten anything. Just gotta cut some things here. I have plenty of like reasonable cards. It's not terrible, but there's definitely like still a good bit of filler. I'm actually gonna play a convolute, which is weird. This is a deck that might have mana up though. Gonna sadly play this guy that can't block, I think. How many vampires do I have? This. That's it. It's a human. I don't think this card's ever going to have haste. It's probably still playable though. I have 13 creatures right now. We really don't have much delirium going on other than this guy. Or girl. How many things flip this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a ton. I'm sure how many creatures I'm going to get in my graveyard. I don't know why this is over there. I guess I'm just going to play another creature. Oh, I have 2 spots still. Yeah, I'm not sure how good this is going to be. Like, how many creatures am I going to have in my graveyard? This guy exiles himself. It's not playing that many. But I do need creatures to merge. When we do this. Four twos, that might not be enough. Maybe we have to play this guy. Pretty unexcited about this deck after building it. I thought we were pretty medium most of the draft, but like I thought it was starting to go better those first couple Shadows picks, and then it just like completely, there was just nothing. I'm not playing this, am I? Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Hope for the best. See you for round 1.